The average person spends decades of their life wondering why financial freedom seems perpetually out of reach. You work hard, you make decent money, yet somehow, at the end of each month, there's nothing substantial left to show for it. This isn't an accident, it's mathematical certainty. The rule of 72 is brutally simple. Divide 72 by your investment's annual return rate to estimate how many years it takes for your money to double. At 1% interest, your money doubles in 72 years. At 8%, it doubles in 9 years. This isn't just a calculation. It's the dividing line between financial freedom and financial servitude. Most people never grasp this fundamental truth. Wealth isn't built through income. It's built through ownership and compound growth. While you're focusing on your next paycheck, the financially literate are focusing on their next asset. They understand something you don't. Time is either working against you through inflation or for you through compound interest. Your financial struggles aren't happening because you lack opportunity. They're happening because you lack financial discipline and the proper money mindset. You've been programmed to consume rather than create, to spend rather than invest, to focus on today rather than tomorrow. This isn't your fault, but it is your responsibility to fix. Look at your spending over the past 6 months. How much went toward appreciating assets versus depreciating consumption? The honest answer explains your current financial reality better than any excuse you've been telling yourself. Financial freedom isn't complex. It's just uncomfortable. It requires delayed gratification in a world engineered for immediate pleasure. The wealth mindset understands that every dollar is a potential worker. When you spend $5 on coffee, you're not just spending $5. You're spending the $50 that money could become in 10 years if invested properly. The rich don't just have more money, they have a fundamentally different relationship with it. They see money as seeds to plant, not fruits to consume. Financial success doesn't require genius-level intelligence. It requires the emotional maturity to implement simple principles consistently over time. Most can't build wealth not because they don't know how, but because they can't control their impulses long enough to let compound interest work its magic. They sabotage tomorrow's security for today's comfort. The entrepreneur mindset recognizes that the highest return on investment isn't found in the stock market. It's found in yourself. Developing marketable skills, starting businesses, creating additional income streams. These are the accelerators that can dramatically reduce the time it takes to achieve financial independence. While a 10% market return doubles your money every 7.2 years, doubling your income while maintaining your expenses can transform your financial trajectory overnight. The passive income journey begins when you shift from working for money to designing systems that work for you. This requires front-loading effort and delaying gratification, precisely what consumer culture trains you to avoid. The financially struggling constantly trade their limited time for limited money. The financially successful build or buy assets that generate income while they sleep. Most will never overcome debt because they attack the symptom rather than the cause. Debt isn't the problem. It's the manifestation of misaligned financial habits and beliefs. You don't need another balance transfer or consolidation loan. You need to fundamentally reimagine your relationship with money and consumption. The harsh reality is that financial struggle is optional for most people in developed economies. It's the default setting because of poor financial education and cultural programming, but it's entirely possible to override these defaults with intentional action. Every day, someone with less intelligence, fewer resources, and more obstacles than you is building wealth because they're making fundamentally different decisions. An income breakthrough happens when you stop asking, "How can I afford this?" and start asking, "Does this purchase move me toward financial freedom or away from it?" Every spending decision is a vote for the type of financial future you want. Most vote for continued servitude without realizing there's another option on the ballot. The rule of 72 isn't just about investment returns, it's about life returns. How quickly can you double your knowledge, skills, network, and income? This is the real calculation that determines your financial trajectory. The most valuable compound interest isn't found in your investment accounts. It's found in your personal growth. Financial discipline means understanding that freedom has a price, and that price must be paid in advance. There are no shortcuts, no magic systems, no get-rich-quick schemes that deliver lasting wealth. The path is simple but demanding. Spend less than you earn, invest the difference consistently, increase your earning capacity, and give compound interest the time it needs to work. Take a moment now to truly reflect on where you stand. Are your current financial habits creating the future you want, or are they perpetuating the struggles you hope to escape? This isn't about shame. It's about honest assessment and committed action. Financial transformation begins when you value your future self as much as your present self. The question isn't whether you can afford to invest. It's whether you can afford not to. Every day you delay is another day compound interest works against you through inflation, rather than for you through growth. Your financial future isn't determined by the economy, the government, or your employer. It's determined by the decisions you make today about your money. What financial reality are you creating with your current habits? What one change would create the most significant shift in your financial trajectory? The answers to these questions matter far more than any external economic factors you can't control. If this message resonated with you, take action now. Start applying the Rule of 72 to every aspect of your financial life. Remember that financial freedom isn't just about having more. It's about needing less, wanting differently, and valuing what truly matters. The mathematical principles that build wealth are available to everyone, but only a few will have the discipline to apply them consistently. Your financial breakthrough awaits on the other side of implementation, not information. What will you do differently starting today?